Hey guys, it's Beatrice. So welcome back, and today we're going to be doing a short sequence specifically designed for pregnant women. But not only for pregnant women, it could be for anyone who'd like to do a sequence with different options. So slightly more open to give space around the belly. Remember, if you're pregnant, first of all, congratulations, because I think that's amazing. And remember as well that, especially being pregnant, but for all the classes I'm teaching, remember that you are leading yourself. So anything that doesn't feel right for your body in that moment, don't do it. Being pregnant for me was the time where I could really embrace the hormones changes, like massive hormones cocktail, jumping from 1 minute where I was super joyful to the next one where I was really tired and almost wanted to cry, like really on the edge of crying. And that's normal. So I just thought, wow, pregnancy allowed me to really witness and observe all the changes that could happen to me, to my body, within an hour. So it really gave me a really good perspective on things, how I would practice as well. So remember, it's not the practice itself that matters, but really how you're going to practice today. And I always suggest that you bring an intention of self-caring, self-nurturing, something that gives us pleasure to do. When I practice, I do it with that intention that I want to do something good for myself. And especially when I was pregnant, and at times where it was very challenging, I would just be on my mat and I'd be like, okay, what is it that I want to get? Well, something a bit more energetic, or simply to shift from feeling so tired, perhaps even sad, like I said, like the hormones just do like their own things, right? But yoga can be a great tool to allow you to see those mood swings, those changings, and simply see them for what they are, and permanent. The body will dramatically change in those 9 months, and even after that. I'm still recovering, and to get the body I had before, and actually I don't think I will ever get that body before. It will get the body from who I am with having given birth. So it's all about accepting a lot of things, and it is a process. I found it was like a massive process, a big wave that literally wash all over my body. So, but I decided to fully embrace it with all the upside and downside of having a little human being growing inside. We're going to start sitting, again, you could be cross-legged seated, on a block, on a pillow. If you elevate the hips, it might feel really nice. You could also be like open, one leg on the side. That might feel quite nice as well, just to give space around the thighs, around the belly. But yeah, let's just take a few moments here. Going quite straight. So when you are pregnant, depending on the trimester that you're on, make sure you don't overarch too much, but rather really be aware here of your sitting bones and yourself being balanced. Okay, so choosing a comfortable position for yourself, remember. Let's feel ourselves quite upright. Allow the eyes to close if it's comfortable for you, or simply gaze down. Bring the gaze down towards the floor, not the head, simply the gaze. Okay. Let's take 3 deep breaths here, inhaling deeply through the nose. And I quite like to exhale through the mouth for my deep breath out. Perhaps allowing a sound to come out, or a deep sigh. You can also bring your hands onto the belly. Exhale all the air out without straining, but just allowing all the air to really, really come out. And one more time, inhaling deeply. Exhaling all the air out. Okay. Again, you can bring your hands onto your belly. And perhaps bring an intention for that practice today. It can be an intention for yourself, but sometimes I found that when I bring an intention for something that's beyond myself, so a little bit bigger than myself, it could also be for someone else that I know could benefit from that time. I found that it gave me more strength during challenging times. So throughout the practice, I remind myself about that intention. And when I find myself being challenged, then I get more strength if that intention wasn't for myself, but was for someone else or for something bigger than myself. So if you've never tried that, the same, just give it a go. So once you have that intention, just simply repeat it mentally 3 times with conviction in the present tense. Okay, and once you've mentally repeat that intention, and if your eyes were closed, just gently open the eyes. Okay, let's just bring the arms up as we inhale. Inhaling, bring the arms up above the head. Exhale, bring the arms back down. 3 times. Inhaling, bring the arms above the head. Exhale, bring the arms back down. Being led by your own breath. There's no right or wrong here. Inhale, bring the arms up. You want to go at your own pace. You want to be led by your breath. Exhale down. Try to observe the sensations around the arms, the armpit, the side of the body. Okay. Let's take some head rotation. So if you were seated with one leg open, why don't you close that leg and then open the other one on the side, just to simply, again, counterbalance a little bit. Okay, so head rotation, we're simply going to inhale when we come back to center. Exhale, you're going to bring the chin down towards the sternum. So using the exhalation, we're going to move super, super slow. When you're ready to inhale is when you bring the head back to center. And then on your next exhale, you're going to turn the head towards the right side. So make sure you're turning the head, but not the shoulders. And as you're ready to inhale, you come back to center. As you're ready to exhale again, then you go on to the other side, the left side, turning the head only, feeling here the nice stretch around the neck. Inhale, come back to center. This time we're going to bring next exhale, right ear towards the right shoulder. The same without moving the shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale onto the other side, left ear towards the left shoulder. Feel the nice stretch around the opposite side. Inhale, come back to center. Let's do just one more time. Exhale, bring the chin down towards the sternum. As you're ready to inhale, you come back to center. Inhaling, exhaling through the nostrils if it's comfortable for you. And then as you exhale, going towards the right side. You can close the eyes and really tune in Inhale back to center, and as you're ready to exhale, you go towards the left side. Being with the body felt sense, any sensations coming from within, being aware of the neck, the shoulders. Inhale back to center, and then on your next exhalation, you go right ear towards the right shoulder. Inhale back to center, and exhale left ear towards the left shoulder. Really gentle movement here. Inhale back to center, great. Rolling the shoulders up and down. And then just drawing some 8 as well with your shoulders. Reversing. I feel quite nice. Okay. Now see if you were seated on a block. See if it's comfortable for you to sit right onto the mat. If it doesn't, then stay on the block. That's fine. Bring both of your hands behind you. So then you can bring both of your legs on each side of the body. The same, keeping the knees bent. And already you can activate the arms at the back. Rooting yourself down into the palm of the hands and rotate the shoulders back, opening the chest. So here it's really about opening the chest and sternum, stretching here around the sternum. You can feel the shoulder blades in the back hugging each other, perhaps looking up, and then slowly coming back to center. Okay. Here we're still going to bring the arms, the hands rooted down, and just drawing some circles here with the upper body. Inhaling as you go towards the back, and then exhale as you go towards the front. Again, just see how it feels for you, for your abdomen, for your inner thighs. Either keeping the legs bent, or perhaps you can bring the legs extended, but see how it feels again. And here we're using the arms to simply allow the upper body to be supported as we go towards the back. And then gently reversing direction. And same here, observing the sensations, so don't hesitate to close the eyes. It can really be with the sensations from within. Where can you feel that flow? And then just bring your hands back around the hips. Either keeping the eyes closed or gazing towards the floor, observing the sensations as you stop that flow. Okay. Here we're going to gently twist, again using our arms towards the right side, just a rotation. Left arm can gently press into the left leg, really, really gently. Right hand goes towards the back, opening, rolling the right shoulder back. Feeling the nice opening around the chest, and then slowly coming back to center. So we take some gentle twist. So you can press gently with your right hand into the right leg, and then rotating, opening towards the left chest, looking back a little bit. And then gently, 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 gently coming back to center. Bring the right hand outside the right hip, bring the left arm up, and gently, so here we're going into a side stretch. If with the left arm it's too much, because we're adding here the weight of the left arm, you keep it onto your hip, and that's great as well. You keep it onto the hip, then you're gently bent towards the right side. And that's really, really nice as well. Okay, press into your right hand so you can bring the body back to center. Wow, already feeling the stretch onto that left side. Okay, bring the left arm and root yourself down with your right hand. Bring the right arm up. And that's already a great opening into the right side. I already feel it. But perhaps here, bend right through the left elbow. And then pressing slightly down into my sitting bones to open slightly more into the right side. Okay, pressing down into the left arm, left hand, and I come back to center. The same, we'll take our time in transition to simply pose and watch and observe the sensations. Okay. Let's bend one leg at a time. Alright. You can bring both of your hands behind you. I'll show you like that. Always keep that nice space, give enough space to move around. Right. Root yourself down into the palm of the hands. Activate the arms, activate the shoulders. So you see here, I'm just going to open the chest. Okay, so we're opening the front, but not from the back, but from the upper back. So not from the lower back, sorry, but from the upper back. And as I breathe, I feel a nice opening around the arms, the shoulders, and the sternum. I feel really, really nice. Okay, and then release. Use your hands to bring your body back to center, coming into all fours. Right. As I'm here, move the way that's most comfortable for you to come into all fours. Right. All fours, just allow the knees to be as wide as it's comfortable for the belly to be, and then just gently moving here the hips in circles. So imagine here you have a dot right in the middle of your knees, and you're simply drawing circles around this dot. That makes sense, yeah. So here we don't want to overarch around the lower back. You already have the weight of the belly, so keeping a neutral hips and pelvic floor, and then gently reversing. So you see here my all fours is slightly different than what you perhaps have seen before. But that's the thing, we just simply need to feel how the body can fit into the posture in a very yummy way, juicy way, nice way. Okay, so from here let's take a few cat and cow posture, but without exaggerating the arch. As you inhale, just gently rooting yourself down from the arms, opening the chest, but without overarching here the lower back. And as you exhale, just rounding the back, just really feeling nicely here around the upper back. Inhaling, coming back to center and opening the chest towards the front. Exhale, rounding the back. Inhaling, coming back to center. Exhale. So again, it really has to be the kind of flow that feels right for you, with no tension felt into the lower back. Right. From here, let's open the left arm up towards the left side. Root yourself down with the right hand. Let's stay here. Exhale down. Right arm this time. So as we inhale, we root down ourselves into the knees on the left arm, opening up. Okay. And now again, the right, left arm up. And this time as I exhale, I bring the left arm under, palms facing up. And here I'm going to bend the elbow and move it forward. Okay, so creating space here. Again, creating space for the belly. And then gently bring the left shoulder down. See how it feels? It might be that you want to use as well a pillow or a block to rest your left cheek. Okay, and then root yourself down from both of the hips, both of the knees, pressing down as well with the left knee, just to have a neutral pelvic floor. To come back, you press down into the right hand and coming back here to center. Moving around. Okay, as we do the other side. So this time right hand up. And as I exhale, I bring the right hand under the left arm. I open the elbows forward, so I give really nice space and bring the right shoulder down. I press slightly into my right knee, trying to bring both of the hips and sitting bones parallel to each other. So I'm not moving my hips towards the left side too much, but rather trying to keep that nice centered point. And then press down into the left arm, left hand to come all the way up. Again, just moving around. All right. Let's go into a toe squat. The toe squat, you're going to tuck the toes under. Again, just staying as long as it feels comfortable for you, and if it's too much, just release. Let's not forget about the pinky toe. It feels, it might be that you keep the weight forward, because the more weight you put on the heels, the more stretch you'll feel it. And I really can feel it. I love this stretch. What I love about this stretch actually is when I come out of the stretch. Let's come out. Oh, that feels so nice. Yes, can you feel that? Oh, you can feel the energy going back into the toes with some warmth or fluid. Okay, if that's comfortable for you, let's move into downward dog. See how it feels, right? If you have some, if you've been feeling nauseous, then perhaps it's not the best idea to bring the head below the heart. So see how it feels. If going down into downward dog doesn't feel right for you, stay in all fours, otherwise you tuck the toes under. Allow space right in between the legs, and then shift the weight towards the back, pressing into your hands and arms, and then bring here the hips up. Don't hesitate to keep your knees bent. Just again, see how it feels to perhaps bring the feet a little bit wider. And then you can bend one knee at a time. So you bend one knee, you extend the other leg, bend one, the other knee, extend. Let's just see how it feels. Okay, not going to stay too long into that posture. And you bring the knees back down. Oh, come back into all fours. And just come and sit on the heels. So to come and sit on the heels, might be as well that perhaps you want to sit on a block or on a pillow, really to make yourself as comfortable as possible. Got 2 blocks here, I'm very lucky. Yes, that starts to feel much more comfortable. If you don't have any blocks, because you're on holiday or you're somewhere where there's no blocks, don't worry so much about it. Just find a position where you can sit upright. So you can also be on a chair. Okay, so let's close the eyes now and take a few moments to simply observe and feeling the body. Any sensations from within, using all the senses, listening to the sounds or silence coming from within, the taste, smell, movement. And you can choose to bring both of your hands onto your belly, or perhaps one on your belly, one onto your heart. And thank yourself for practicing today. Offer that practice to yourself as a special gift. And you can choose to rub the hands together. That'd be quite a nice way to end the practice. Bring the palm of the hands onto the face. And then gently massage the face, simply feeling the texture of the skin, around the temples, the eyes, the nostrils, the cheeks, even around the mouth, just giving yourself some nice massage. And then the neck from top to bottom, I really like that one. The front but also around the back of the neck. And then you can choose to open the eyes but still gaze down towards the floor. But then you're not overwhelmed by all the external senses yet. And yeah, open the eyes completely, open the curtains. So I've hoped you have enjoyed that practice. Please don't hesitate to share any comments that you'd like to share. Thank you so much. Namaste. Bye-bye.